organization will never back away from transparency. We seek those things that are right, those things that are honorable.
Those words spoken by the Akron Police Department's acting police chief just last week after announcing that many of its officers would be outfitted with body cameras. But not even 7 days after the cameras were launched, how transparent the department wants to be is coming into question.
Over the weekend, 2 men were injured during an officer-involved shooting outside an Akron nightclub. Officers say they responded to a fight outside of Czar Bar, and that's when they shot a 21-year-old man and his half-brother. News 5's Mona Kosar-Abdi has been looking into the department's new policy all day and joins us live now. Mona?
Robin, Danita, I'm in front of Akron City Hospital, where I'm told that Jamon Pruitt and LaTrent Redrick are still recovering, both now facing charges stemming from that incident early Sunday morning, which will now be the real test to Akron's new body camera policy. This was the scene outside of Czar nightclub on South Main Street shortly after a large fight broke out.
The fight spilled out of the bar and onto the sidewalk at the entrance of the bar.
Police say 2 Akron officers patrolling the area went toward the bar to break up the fight.
When they get closer, they see a guy pointing a gun at other people in the crowd.
That man was later identified as 21-year-old LaTrent Redrick, who officers then fired at.
He fell to the ground, dropped the gun, and then his 23-year-old brother ran over, grabbed the gun, and fired at the officer.
Lieutenant Rick Edwards says the officers fired back at Jamon Pruitt and struck him. The men were taken to the hospital and then charged. Redrick for inducing panic, Pruitt for felonious assault on a police officer.
Every time the condition of the camera is changed, it will emit a tone and a vibration.
It's incidences like this Akron police cited when they debuted their body cameras.
There will continue to be uses of force in law enforcement. That is not something that will ever go away. The biggest benefit is the fact that the community is going to believe that we are in favor of transparency.
News 5 requested the body camera footage for this case, but Lieutenant Edwards tells us that it will be submitted as evidence.
It's the same that we've been doing for years with our dash cam. So it's treated as evidence. It's not released until it's adjudicated in court.
And Lieutenant Edwards tells me that LaTrent Redrick did have a valid concealed carry permit, but he says that doesn't allow him to point the gun at a crowd like he says he did. You can stick with News 5 for more on this story as it develops. For now, live in Akron, Mona Kosar-Abdi, News 5.